Hi, my name is Francisco Nwamba and this is my colleague
Sam Ez.
And welcome to the first episode of SMG TV. As you guys know, we are motor journalists, we drive cars for a living, we review vehicles and we love everything on four wheels. And this week we've got something quite interesting that we need to review. This right here.
Yes, the new Range Rover Velar recently launched in South Africa. So we headed to the launch at the local SMG JLR Range Rover dealership in Hillcrest. And then we also brought it out here to the beautiful Natal Midlands to really see what it was all about.
And to top it off, for you BMW lovers, we got some exclusive access to the BMW M Festival. I'm sure by now you would have seen all the hype that happened around the event, so stay tuned for that. We headed to SMG JLR Hillcrest for the launch of the new Range Rover Velar, with the East Coast radio team joining us for the morning and fresh coffee for all. It turned out to be a great event.
I'm Peter Cayley, the dealer principal at SMG JLR Land Rover in Hillcrest. The thing I most like about the Range Rover Velar is the duo touchscreen that the vehicle had. It's really cutting edge. It's a feature, in my opinion, that's way ahead of its time. It's so swift and neat. It really is a beautiful feature where you can have two separate controllers, completely touchscreen, that control every aspect of your motor vehicle. The reason the new Range Rover Velar is so unique is due to the fact that it completely starts a new segment in SUV vehicles for the Land Rover Range Rover brand. It's bigger than our Range Rover Evoque that was very successfully launched quite a few years ago. It's smaller than the Range Rover Sport, so it creates a whole new segment for us altogether, as well as the ultra luxurious interior, the stunning silhouette that the vehicle carries. It really has its presence on the road with its matrix LED headlights. It really is a thing of beauty, and we're very excited about the car for the future.
We're in the Natal Midlands today in a fancy new vehicle that many people have been talking about. And I'm sure if you look very closely at the detailing of this car, you'll be able to pick up that we are in the new Range Rover Velar.
Yes.
From SMG Group.
Yes, and it's actually quite interesting because a lot of people think the SMG dealers group just sell BMW vehicles.
Yes.
And while that is quite a core of their business, it's not the only vehicles that they sell.
Yes.
They've got 3 JLR Land Rover dealerships,
Yes.
1 Toyota, 2 Mini, and a Motorrad. So they've got quite a broad space in the automotive market, and this particular vehicle is from JLR Land Rover Hillcrest.
Fantastic.
Durban. How good does this car look?
I think, to be quite honest with you, it is one of the best looking Range Rovers you can actually get at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people probably likened it to more of like an Evoque kind of shape.
Yes.
But it really is a proper cross between that car and the big Range Rover Sport. It's right smack bang in the middle there.
Yes. And it actually looks like a concept car. I know a lot of people have said that because they put so much money and time and design work into this car, and I think it shows for itself. You know, they went for the streamlined look, the clean lines. We can see that with the door handles, with the lights on the front, and it's just beautiful.
Exactly what you're saying. I love the fact that it looks so space age. And I mean, even a lot of people who have been driving past have stared at the vehicle and actually asked us, you know, what is this car?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like anything that you'd find anywhere else. It doesn't even look like a traditional Range Rover product, you know, but one thing is that obviously it looks good, but does it drive well? And obviously I'm driving right now, so I should probably be answering that question. And we're in the 3-litre diesel right now.
Yeah.
That's probably got to be the bread and butter engine for most people who want an SUV like this, sporty SUV like this. Power, what are we talking?
We're talking 300 brake horsepower, which is 221 kilowatts.
That's a lot.
And a meaty 700 newton meters of torque.
Oh wow.
So you're going to have no problem pulling whatever you need to pull when you go away on your holidays.
Or overtaking for that matter, which is something you do a lot of when you are going on a holiday like this. Even in the Midlands, you know, there's always somebody that's maybe driving slightly slower, and you just need that power sometimes just to be able to get through quickly in a safe manner. And this car really does allow you to do that.
It does, exactly.
Now, Tommy, in terms of customization, you mentioned quite some interesting facts about this car and how customizable it is. Yeah. How many rim options can you get?
There's 17 alloy rim options on this vehicle. 17. Along with multiple choices for interior spec. Range Rover actually say that this is the most customizable Range Rover to date. If you want to, you will not find another Range Rover Velar like yours on the road.
Are you serious?
Which is what people want. They want to be different, they want to be unique, and they want to stand out.
And that's quite interesting that you said, because obviously people want something a bit different, but at the same time, you know, the economy is not that great.
Yeah.
And that's where positioning comes in very, you know, you need to be very smart about how you price your vehicle.
Yes.
And that's one thing that I found quite surprising about this car is that it looks the way it does. And, you know, you look at it, it looks like it's worth 2 million bucks.
Yes.
But I hear that it actually costs less than R1 million to start off with.
Yes. Starting price is 947,400.
Okay, 947,400.
The model we're in today, the D300, starts at just over $1 million. I think it's $1,087,000.
Yeah.
But obviously, that's without options, and this car has so many options, so many tech pieces that you're going to want. So be prepared to spend more than that for a Range Rover Velar that you'll really love. But yes, that you can say around R1 million is the starting point. And leading into that, actually the technology on this car, as you've known because you've been driving and you've been playing, is actually fantastic.
Yeah.
It's the first Range Rover model to feature their new system, this Touch Duo Pro system.
And I see that it's quite interesting to be able to look at the aircon. That's basically a screen at the bottom, and it looks like a screen, but it doesn't look like a screen. It's very space age.
Actually, when the car's off, you just see this first screen here,
and
this just looks like a piece of nice black piano glass trim. But when the car's turned on, this screen comes to life, and you can see, we can look at the seat modes, the vehicle modes, you control all your aircon, massaging seats, all done from these 2 digital displays, and you can actually change. So you can actually bring your navigation to the lower screen if that's what suits you as well,
Okay, interesting you talk about the massage seats, because I see that mine have just activated. And it's making me not want to leave the seat that I'm in right now. One thing I do personally like, being a music lover, but at the same time, you know, you get calls quite often in the car, and you know, sometimes you just need a bit of peace and quiet, is the fact that I can actually just press and hold this volume button in the vehicle, and if I press and hold and I do this, I play around with it, by just kind of creating a rotating motion with my hand, I can either adjust the volume going up and down, which I find is quite interesting because, you know, unless somebody actually told me that, I would have thought these were normal buttons. But it turns out that you can actually play around with them, and they're quite touch sensitive. Very chic looking car. For those stylish people out there, if you want something a bit stylish, this is the car to go for.
It is the car to go for. And if you want to book a test drive, then you just contact one of the local SMG Jaguar Land Rover dealerships. We've got Hillcrest, Pietermaritzburg, and then Constantiaberg down in the Cape if you're based that side.
Fantastic. So then moving on from there, let's see what actually happened with the first ever BMW M Festival. Power, passion, and outright exhilarating experiences. This is what the BMW M Fest was all about. A first of its kind in South Africa, and it turned out to be the largest in the world. So follow us as we give you the highlights of the BMW M Fest in South Africa.
Whether you're a petrol head or not, there was something for you at the BMW M Festival. New models, race cars, DJs, and a good vibe. This was an opportunity for car lovers to come together and celebrate motoring. History was made and crowds were entertained. SMG looks forward to seeing you at the next BMW M Fest.